138. 88 blizzards. I love Bleak Inlet. Hello, everybody. This is Frogman, and welcome back to the Long Dark. We took a nap. We got our things sorted from the last episode. We've got a little bit of teas and things that we may or may not need, depending on how things go. And of course, we wake up to the standard Long Dark blizzard. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of do the usual. Is there anything we can do before we try to run off and go do things? Because I really don't feel like playing around up here doing some stuff. So we could do a little bit more cooking. We could do a few more things. I think we'll just go ahead and do this and go away. Five hours. Wow. Okay, well, we'll have a couple of these. It looks like it's still kind of blustery outside as it is. So, again, this is this zone. This zone is terrible. This zone is horrible. It's probably the worst one out of all of them. So we'll be fine. We'll be okay. We're just gonna have to go. So we did go ahead and put down the rope. We've looted this area. I'm gonna go ahead and just leave everything sit. I likely will never come back here, except for maybe, I should say ever. I'd like to say that likely we'll never come back here ever. We will probably come back here one more time because we need to go do some things. So for those of you that have not done Bleak Inlet, we're going to do the, like I say, the story part of it, so you know where to do all of the things. So if you don't want to know where everything is, I suggest you not watch these things. We're going to do a little bit of exploring. We're going to check a couple of spots out. But yes, there is a specific order in which you need to do things in order to be able to unlock stuff in this zone, and that's a kind of a pain in the butt. You have to come up top first, regardless of where what you're trying to do. You have to come up top first. So first place I'll usually go is just kind of follow this rock crack right down here, or this line of rocks here, to this little hole, and right down here is going to be some of the first loot you're going to see. This guy sometimes will have some really good stuff. Sometimes there will be a deer corpse here. Likely the deer corpse was here. It has since despawned due to whatever problem, but you are going to find a few things here. Probably not a whole lot for us, but this is a good spot to find some other things when it comes to other difficulties, and the only way in and out is right there. So let's run up the hill, and I should probably grab some of this stuff. We're not doing too bad on the weather right now. I mean, plus 18 is not terrible. Even though she's going to complain about it. But yeah, I was really interested to see, as I probably stated in several episodes since the recent update for episode 4, that they have changed the weather patterns, or at least changed some of the weather patterns. So this would normally indicate a blizzard, but since we kind of didn't wait the blizzard out completely, the one that had just blown through, this is usually what the end of a blizzard looks like, which means you're going to have a kind of a snowstorm for a little while, which this is normal. The thing that was bothering me, take a breath in between statements. What was really bothering me about Coastal is that we kept getting days like this with no blizzards, and that's not normal for Coastal. So anyhow, we're coming down from the tower. The tower's right up there, and we're going to go walk down this road over to that tower because there's some good stuff over here. We're going to start by checking the glove boxes. Hey, candy bar, go ahead, just eat it while we're staring at it. Another one, really, and some matches. Okay, so we start into the matches now. Go ahead, eat that. Open the door. Thank you. Yeah, see, now this is what I feel like is kind of normal in Bleak. Give it another little bit here, and it's going to be a bright, sunshiny day. So I just was kind of worried about certain things. Like I said, it's just kind of they did do some changes to the way the game actually plays, or has played, which, you know, it is what it is. It's their game, not mine. But let's get over to the little control hut over here before we lose too much health. And do this because it's kind of dark in here. It's the afternoon after all. We've had to waste enough time. Let's see. There's one of them. Good deal.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to need it. And the combat boots, I put a few there. They're probably worn out. There you go. This location's going to be good for those. Usually, it's also like if you're playing a higher level, if you're playing Stalker and lower, this is a good place to get some really good clothing. And, you know, a book if you think you need a book. I don't want that book. And let's see, the thing we're after is that little thing right there. This is very important, so we're going to read the text. Crest extraction wolves everywhere, chased out of the muskeg to the coast. All predator deterrence failed, no food left, blah, 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 blah. Use code 154 to bypass security doors. You cannot get into the cannery. You cannot get into the cannery without this note. So, we now have the note. We now can get into the cannery. It's a kind of a thing where, you know, it is what it is on that kind of a part. You can do whatever you need to do. You can go play around and then come up here and get it. But in order to get to this area, you have to go through the ravine from Mystery Lake to get to this thing. From Mystery Lake or Coastal Highway to get to this particular section of the map. You have to. Hello. So it's worth coming here first. Anything else of importance or good in here? All right, that's pretty much it. We didn't find anything in here. I don't really care. They can sit right there and rot. Shut that off and eat. I think we just got a candy bar. Did it die? Was it dead? It is dead. So we've got a little bit of food. That's fine. We'll go ahead and just munch these down. And it's not, we don't need to worry about bringing them with us. And I got a nice brand new box of crackers to replace one of the ones that I ate a while ago. So we'll just go ahead and eat these pork and beans. Which is, I wish that I should have canceled that out and read it. There is no pork in the beans. If you read the label on the back of the pork and beans, there's no pork in it. So, it's funny. Anyhow, we don't need that. And I guess we can go back up to the lookout. You know, I'm gonna do this. It's not that late in the day. Give me enough time to warm up. Maybe that'll be enough time to get the weather to go away. We're probably just gonna go right by the lookout. I have no interest whatsoever in fooling with these wolves up here, so I think we'll probably just climb down that rope and go down. But yes, it's a great place to kind of come up here and look around and see what you can see. The frozen delta is a nasty area. There's all kinds of nasty stuff out here. There's some timber. It's kind of hard to see over the stupid guardrail, but there's a bunch of timber wolves that live down here. There's timber wolves all over that thing. I know it's kind of a new zone and we've already blown through Ash Canyon, but this is the one that I have the least amount of time in all the way around. So it is kind of a nice thing to be able to actually look at it. Almost all of that is thin ice, and it's not worth, there's nothing out there hardly at all that I've ever found to actually bother going and looking through most of it. So we're just going to try to walk our way up the hill over here, even though the wind is blowing directly in our face. I'm going to pretty much leave everything up here except for one more little spot. Actually, let's go see if we can get to this spot. Man, the wind is just right in our faces, as always. We may end up spending the night in the lookout anyway. Bleak is all about patience. That of which I have very little anymore. Come on. There's one more little place up top here I want to look at. Anything else that's up here is just a bonus. I know there's another pond up here and a bunch of sticks, and there's a couple of deer, plus, like I said, four Timberwolves generally. So we're looking for a spot right up on this part. It's kind of right across the road from here. We're looking for another one of those little caves. It's important for interlopers. Can you get up this hill, please? Because there's going to be some stuff in it. And there's stuff for other players here too. We gonna get anything today? No, doesn't look like it. Piece of firewood that I can't grab. I got it. Okay. There will be stuff here depending on what level you are at. There's always stuff here.
So cold.
The stuff was outside this time. It was right here. So right there. Now let's go back over to the lookout, since the wind is directly blocking us from moving forward at any rate of decent pace. Give me stick. I think I've got enough eyeball to get there. I know she's cold, should be fine. I would have cooked some teas, but I didn't. I should have. Can you please pick the stick up? Again, I kind of want to get away from these guys because they're just annoying. That's all they are. There's not a whole lot. Again, we've hit all the major important parts up here, so just quit trying to run all the time. We have another rope climb that we just put down last episode over here. And I want to get on it and down. See how they'll come clear over here. So let's see. Go ahead, just put your things on right now. Okay, they're still scared. At least that one's still scared. We're going to have to fight them eventually. I'd just rather not fight this pack. They're not easy. Okay, they're scared. It doesn't matter. All right, let's climb down this rope. Another really ridiculously long rope. Feels like the wind quit. All right, put your hat back on. That'll be the last time we have to do that, hopefully. And we're going to make a left. And I kind of work through this zone in a specific pattern at this point. There's things that are worth going after, and there's things that are not worth going after, at least in interloper level. So we're going to head towards this little cabin that's right over here, since that's probably where we're going to need to spend the night at. I guess I can go ahead and run it out and get her a little bit tired. Oh, the deer's there. Good.
take it. Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy. I think I can use this. Come on, little fire. think I need to lay down.